Sure.
Kalachatura Yoshitam Rahasi Ranchane Manmata Traipata Nishevinam Satatapalane Vasavaha Muni Dvijas Suradvisham Hridayadarane Madhava Sachadravin Sampata Sujanatoshane Vittadaha. That's one of the slokas before the one that we saw in the Dakshinamurti on the. So what it means is Kala Chatura Yoshitam. Chatura means somebody is talented. Kala Chatura, somebody who is talented in the art. Yoshitam is young, beautiful girl. A beautiful young girl who is talented in the arts. Rahasi Ranchane Manmata. He can make her fall in love with him in secret. Like Manmataha himself. He is like Manmata in the ability to make young, beautiful, culturally talented of girls of multiple cultural arts fall in love with him. Trayi Patha Nishevinam. Trayi is Vedas. Patha Nishevinam is people who follow the Vedas. Basically, Rishis and Brahmanas and people who follow the Vedas basically. Hindu faith especially is what he's saying. Satata Palane Vasaha. Like that Satata, that good people. Palane, to protect these people, he is like Vasavaha, Indra himself. He is like the Indra who protects the people who follow the Vedas. Muni Dvijas Sura Dvisham. Muni is Rishi. Sura Dvija is the three Brahmana, Kshatriya and Vaishyas. And Sura is the Devas. Dvisham, the people who are the enemies of these, that means Asuras. Hridayadarane Madhavaha. The one who splits the heart of the Asuras who are enemies of the Rishis, etc. He is like Madhava in that. Sacha Dravina Sampada. Sa, this person, Dravina Sampada, in giving wealth to the poor, Sujana Toshane Vittaha, and pleasing the hearts of Sujana, good people, he is like Vittadaha. Vittada is Kubera. He is like Kubera. So in short, in charming talented maidens in solitude, he is Manmata. In protecting good people who follow the path of the Vedas, he is Vasavaha. In splitting the hearts of enemies of sages, Brahmanas, Suras, etc., he is Madhava. And donations to the poor and gladdening the hearts of good people, he is Kubera. It's a very poetic stanza that comes before the Harasya Haraha Sarupam. There are multiple other aspects of it. So what I was trying to talk about at the beginning was the Stan Manojas Stan Sunuhu Shakramantri that starts there. So is that of Angirasa, from whose heart was born the Rishi Brahaspati, who was the minister of the Devas, whose son was Shamyu, whose son was Bharatvaja, who gave the name to the Gotra, whose son was Drona, who was the guru of the Pandavas and the Kauravas, whose son was Ashwatthama, the person who fought, and whose son, after penance, was Pallava, though of Brahmana Kula, had Tejas equivalent to Kshatriya and started conquering lands. In that line comes Parameshwara, Ranarasika, who defeated Ranarasika, the Chalukya king. And that is Rajasimha, he doesn't say I, but Rajasimha is the son of Parameshwara, like Kumara, Subramanya Kumara Guha Iva. Like, we use all three names. Subramanya Kumara Guha, the son of Parameshwara. Like, Subramanya is the son of Parameshwara. He himself, Rajasimha, is the son of Parameshwara. And so he built this temple called Rajasimheshwara Yam. The temple famous as the Rajasimheshwara. And then that a bunch of other stuff continues, including one we saw about Shaiva Siddhanta Marga, right? How he followed the Shaiva Siddhanta Marga. And he states that it is not at all surprising if in the Krita Yuga people like Dushyanta heard an Ashariri. But in the Kali Yuga, full of all evils that push away the good characters, I was able to hear an Ashariri. We don't know what that Ashariri is. This is associated, he says he heard this. and he is associated with the Tamil Purana, where apparently he was about to consecrate do the Kumbhabhishekam of this temple, and in his dream Shiva said, I cannot change the date because I have to attend the opening of a different temple.
Yes, please.
There is a story of so he says, where is this? And he says, this my Bhaktar Pushala is building this temple in this particular place. This place is called Thirunendravoor. And Radhasimha next day says, Shiva appears in my dream and tells me that this is, so he goes. This in the story it's not clearly specified that it is Radhasimha. That is a king who is consecrating a temple. The people have mixed these two stories and said he went there. And the story is that when he went there, he kept asking and people said, nobody is building a temple, there's no person who is building a temple here. And he mentions the name, he says, oh, that madman, that beggar who has no money, she chants the name of Shiva. He is sitting in that corner outside that near that banyan entry, you go ask, maybe he is this thing. And he goes and says, if Shiva came in my dream, it must be true. So he meets this fellow and says, are you this? Yes. So they are saying that you are building a temple for which there's inauguration. Yes, it's happening today. Where is this temple? I'm building it in my heart. I'm building it entirely in my imagination. So he says, I heard the voice of Shiva come in my dream and say, postpone this because I'm attending that today. So that story that's a very important Myanmar story. So it's very linked. That temple, there are two temples there in Thirunendravoor, which is in his territory. But he doesn't mention the name of the Pushalar Nayanar or this particular story. He simply says that he has. So this only merely says that he heard the voice of an Ashari. அங்க இன்னொரு பக்தாசுல போனார் அது